Hey everybody, Wisconsin Dairy Life here. Thanks for coming back. Now, as promised, here's our parlor. This is where we milk the cows. I'm going to go over everything and explain what I can while it's quiet and no cows are in here. But if you like our videos, make sure you like, subscribe, and follow as we go along. Thank you and enjoy. Now let's go. All right, so this is our milking parlor. We can have 12 cows in here at one time milking, 6 on each side. They come in on each side. And there are 6 milking units on each side. Now this parlor is called a herringbone parlor because as the cows come in, they line up at an angle. So the first one will line up next to this gate here. The rest of them will come in next to that one. And so they line up at an angle. And that's a herringbone. There's other sorts of parlors where they're parallel, where they come in totally straight instead of the angle right here, so they'd be straight. There's also robotic milkers. There's carousel milking parlors where the cows go around in a circle. There's also the classic barn, which has the stanchions in it, where they each have their own spot. And hopefully I can tour some of these farms to show you the different ways that cows can get milked on different farms. But ours is a double 6 herringbone, meaning that we have 12 units. Sometimes they have only 6 units, and they will hang from these pipes and swing them side to side, which takes longer because you only have 6 units. This way, you can be milking all 12 at one time. So as the cows come in, they each get their own milking unit, which this is right down here. It has 4 teat cups, because the cow has 4 teats. Right now, these are in the cleaning position, so there's a take one off here. Wait. There's this little guy that shoots from underneath. There's water that goes up through this, and it pushes the water through the unit, and it cleans the whole unit. So we don't have to take these milkers into the milk house to get washed. They get to stay right here and get washed. And so then when we're ready to milk, we just pull it off the cleaners, and we hang it on this little cord here. So then it's just hanging here upside down, which you'll see when we're actually milking. These up here are the milking sensors. And again, they're in the wash, but let's change it. Here we go. These are the sensors that go along with each milker. And it has a lot of information on there. The first one up here is how long, once it's attached to the cow, tells you how long they're milking for. The next one is how many pounds of milk they're giving and what the temperature of the milk is. And so if they have a temperature greater than 101, then you might be concerned and make sure you check out that cow and make sure she's doing okay. The next one is the peak and says how fast the flow is coming down. And this is also the current, how many pounds per minute she's milking. The somatic cell count is the bacteria level in their bodies, and if it's a little higher than normal, then it'll flag you as well. When the cow's pounds per minute goes under, I believe, 1.5, then it automatically, with this cord, it automatically will pull the milker off the cow's teats. It'll stop the suction, and then it'll pull this up and off. So the cows are never Oops. So the cows are never sucked dry. There's always still some milk in there. So when their flow starts to go down, then it gets pulled off. So that's an automatic takeoff. So they're all set up the same. As the milk goes through the milker, it comes, this is the suction, and then this is where the milk goes through. And it goes back through here. Down under here is the pipeline, and that's where all the milk goes, and it gets piped over out into the milk house. And eventually we get into the bulk tank, which I've already showed you. So when all 6 cows are done, they average milking time roughly 5 to 10 minutes. So by the time we get them all on and they all come off, it's about 15 minutes that they're in here. Twice a day, because they do get milk twice a day here. So when they're all done, we open this gate here and we let them out. They will walk up around on the other side there, and they will go out the doors. In the wintertime, we keep these garage doors shut because it is, 0 degrees right now. And so with the cows, 12 cows body heat in here, it keeps it fairly warm. But if we keep those doors open, it gets quite cold for us. The cows are fine. It's more us and our hands get pretty cold. And our girls gotta make sure they're warm too when they're out here helping. In the summertime, obviously they're up for the whole milking. And then once we're done milking, we shut it, because everything in here should be as clean as possible. It's hard to do when, cows poop and pee wherever they want. And parlors, for some reason, always seem to be white. Well, Kaylee did a drawing of some sort. So I don't know why they always picked white, but, white's kind of hard to keep cow poop off. So we do our best. We pressure wash and scrub the best we can, because everything in here should be very neat and clean. In case you're wondering, these chains are not for anything besides putting the 2 baby swings up for the girls to swing in here. So don't want anyone freaking out. We have some big hoses down here. It's kind of like our fireman hose. We use that to spray the poop down when we're all done. And in the back, there is a tube that lets the water drain out and goes out. That's all recycled water from the wash cycle that gets saved. So we're reusing that water. Then plus it gets pumped up to the freestyle and then gets put back on our fields for fertilizer. So that is the parlor.